Hey, what's up guys? It's the Tech Wally, and the Note line from Samsung has always been a killer smartphone with a tremendous display and some amazing specs and a stylus. The Note 4 will be announced at IFA at Unpacked 2014 Episode 2 on September 3rd in Berlin, Beijing, and in New York. I'm going to IFA, so I hopefully will get my hands on the Note 4 and have my first impressions of that phone. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can go to the Unpacked event and see it live when it's unveiled. There are only a couple weeks from now until the final release date, and you're wondering why am I doing this video so late, possibly? Because I want to collect all the final leaks and rumors in one video, because maybe a month ago there haven't been some leaks out yet, which just came out maybe a couple days ago, so I want to put that all in there. So a lot of phones are being announced in September, so expect some more wishlist / prediction videos of some more smartphones, including the iPhone 6, so subscribe and thumbs up for that. So everything I'll be mentioning in the video are based on rumors and leaks. We don't know if they're true or not. We will have to wait until September 3rd. So don't be too disappointed if it's not in the actual smartphone. So I'll start with the display. The Note 1 was an amazingly huge phone with a 5.3-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 800 pixels. Then the Note 2 came with a 5.5-inch 720p display, and the Note 3 finally came with a 1080p 5.7-inch display. So you're probably getting the pattern, they're always stepping out by 0.2 inches. I hope to not see a tremendously huge phone. I say that they will stay with a 5.7-inch display, that's my prediction, because a 5.9-inch screen is too large. With the 5.7-inch display, we get a resolution of 2560 by 1440, because that's where the market is shifting right now, with the LG G3 and the Oppo Find 7 having a Quad HD display. That would result in a pixel density of 515, which is insane. It could be a little bit a waste of processing power and graphics power, because some people can't really tell the difference between it and a 1080p screen, but it's still nice to have an amazingly sharp screen. And of course, it will be an AMOLED screen with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. The Note line was always famous for having insanely good specs, so these are my predictions for the specs. We'll run a Snapdragon 805 chip in the US version, running 4 GB of RAM, and the Adreno 420, and the international version will come with an Exynos octa-core 5433 processor, 64-bit processor, which will be awesome, and the graphics would be Mali T760, and of course also with 4 GB of RAM, which is insane, but that's my prediction. The last one had 3 GB of RAM, the Note 3, and I'm just guessing 4 GB of RAM, which is actually insane, because if you buy a MacBook, for example, it comes with 4 GB of RAM, and it's just a phone. Obviously need a huge battery to power all the specs and the Quad HD display. My guess is 3500 mAh, but definitely over 3000 mAh, and that should last you a full day of usage. On the software side, we will see TouchWiz running on top of Android 4.4.4 KitKat. That was a lot of 4s. We saw Android L, the developer preview. I guess that this Note 4 will be one of the first phones to run Android L when it's finally released. It's also going to have a 16 megapixel camera with 4K video recording and optical image stabilization, which is great because the Note 3 didn't have that. Some pictures have leaked recently, and it doesn't look bad. It has chamfered edges. The back looks like a mix between the leather stitching we had on the Note 3 and the sandstone back of the OnePlus One, so that's pretty interesting. Then we will also have this metal looking frame around it, which probably won't be metal. I would love to have it in metal, but we probably won't get that. and again, it will probably look better than it actually is. We might see a IP67 water resistant and dust resistant certification, which would indicate we would have a flap that's protecting the USB 3.0 charging port, but I'm not a huge fan of it, so I've no idea. As it being a Samsung phone, we will also get a lot of sensors, probably a heart rate sensor and a fingerprint sensor, because Samsung is really focusing on their S health. So we will get that, and also we will possibly see a Gear 3 lineup at IFA. With the S Pen, we will expect some new features, but to be honest, I have no idea about that. There haven't been any rumors or leaks about that. And it will also come with 32 gigabytes of storage possibly, and definitely a removable back and removable battery and an SD card slot. What would you want to see in the Note 4? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. As already mentioned at the start of the video, more videos like this one will be uploaded in the next couple of days and weeks, so definitely thumbs up and subscribe for that. I will have some coverage of the iPhone 6 and the Moto X Plus 1 and some more, so definitely stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.